Hello, hope you're well. Glad you could join the Birmingham Architectural Association's Calling All Creative Competition Awards ceremony today. The runners-up and winners will be announced shortly by the fantastic team and judges behind this event, so stay tuned to see if you've won a fully customisable chair by Alamure, a Brumhouse print, or a Reba book voucher. But most importantly, just for pride, even if you didn't win, the entrants were absolutely fantastic, all of them, and we were blown away by the calibre. It led to some really healthy debates by the judges, and I think they really enjoyed themselves, but you'll hear from them shortly. So as you know, normally our competition would be live in a gallery format at our patron sponsor Alamure's showroom, but this year we've taken the competition online. As we're all working from home and homeschooling, this is a very familiar environment for us, so we centred the competition around home and also added a family category so that all our kids and siblings could join in, and it's led to some really fun entries, so hopefully we'll keep this moving forward to the next few years. Before I lead you on to the judges, I just want to say thank you to Alison Duran, Dion Barrett, who's making this video, and the Birmingham Architectural Association as a whole, and the judges and part organisers who had to make all the tough decisions. So Alex Edwards from Brumhouse, Ina Kamas, Becky Smith, Ben McPhee and Mark Kelly. And lastly, thank you to our committee for our continued support, patron sponsors as well, Alamure, and sponsors All Good, Outro, Kitchen Gallery, Ibstock Bricks, Milliken, Rayners and Taylor Maxwell. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Becky from Alamure, part of the Senator Group. Alamure have been proud patron sponsors of the Birmingham Architectural Association for the past 3 years, and we've previously had the honour of hosting the Calling All Creatives competition here in our Birmingham showroom. This year things are a bit different, but we're hoping to welcome you back into our showroom very soon.
Hi, I'm Alison, the Honourable Secretary for the BAA, and I'm going to give you more information about the Calling All Creatives 2020 categories and the shortlist for each category. This year we welcomed entries for the categories Family and Groups, Professionals and Students. Family entries were submitted by an unlimited number of family members and friends working together to create their version of home. The shortlist is Chip Sullivan and Elizabeth Boots and Andrew Saunders.
Hello, my name's Alex and I'm an artist also known as Brumhouse. I'm one of the judges for this year's Calling All Creatives competition. Firstly, a huge thank you to everyone who entered. I'm announcing the runner-up for the group category. So, after the votes and discussion with my fellow judges, I'm very pleased to announce that the runner-up prize goes to Chip Sullivan and Elizabeth Bolts for their submission entitled May Days. Congratulations to both of you for being shortlisted and for becoming runner-up in the group category. You've been awarded an engraved BAA cube. Well done. This was an extensive set of artworks encompassing watercolour and collage, exploring the difference between inside and outside. In their accompanying descriptions supplied, we learned that inside is their home studio, library, model train setup and living space. And outside was a framed view of clouds, butterflies, budding trees and cleaner air, with birdsong replacing the hum of the freeway. The work reflects the relationship between myth, nature and current events during the month of May. Topics covered were the pagan calendar, the plight of musicians and waiters, to the birth of spring and the fixation on death rates and stock market indices. 31 manila hang tags were prepared as a record of their experiences in May 2020. Myself and fellow judges were impressed by the number of pieces and the extent of work involved. Skill in drawing, collage and watercolour was very evident, each label comprising of such things as hand-drawn illustration, torn printed music sheets, typewriter text and cutouts of butterflies. Overall, a very beautiful project.
Hello everyone, I'd like to introduce the group category winner for the Calling All Creatives 2020 Birmingham Architectural Association Prize. In the group category, the judges were really looking for collaboration. We were looking for how people work together within their small family bubbles during the 2020 coronavirus lockdown. This was a period when many of us were stuck at home, and we were really looking at collaboration as the key element in this part of the competition. So the judges looked through a series of really high quality entries, and it was very hard to make a decision. We were very impressed with one entry in particular, which was a summer house, which was designed and fully built and occupied during lockdown. So during the design, the winner, Andrew Saunders and his father, designed a building which could be occupied, and it looked at the collaborative skills that both of them brought to the table. Andrew was a recent graduate of BCU, and he was interested in creating a building which would add value to the family. So along with his father, Andrew looked at problem solving and the ways that they could experiment with renewable construction, with a timber frame structure with acrylic perspex windows measuring 20 square metres in the back of their garden on a site with existing tree stumps. Andrew and his father showed ingenuity by looking at creating a weatherproof structure which would prevent them from getting cold in the winter, but also be used for social gatherings in the summer, primarily for barbecues, or braai in Afrikaans, as Andrew describes it. It provides a transition between the garden and a sitting area with a single step. It also contributes to the 2030 environmental sustainability goals, which the BAA is very interested in. So I just want to congratulate Andrew and his father for a stunning project. Congratulations.
Right, well, welcome back to my home studio. Congratulations to the winners. You've been awarded, in the group category, you've been awarded a Brumhouse framed print. The one I've selected for you is this one here, which is Gas Street Basin. It's one that I brought out this year. It's a digital artwork. The way I work is I sketch out a composition. When I've got that right, I use graphics software and I redraw it, because I was originally a designer. So that's kind of my approach to how I create my artworks. So there's lots of layers of Illustrator and Photoshop work gone into this. Several versions. This is a giclée print, so it's a high quality digital print, kind of thing you get like in a gallery, and it's hand signed, and obviously I've said framed. There you go. Congratulations, you've won one of my works.
The student category. We welcome students as individuals or groups who are currently enrolled at universities both within the UK and internationally, and we're invited to submit also their version of home. The shortlist is Chantal Kimberley, Emma Trenchard-Mole, Graham Davey, Maria Barnes and Nyan Tu.
Hi, I'm Kurt Higson. I was lucky enough to win the professional category in last year's BAA prize. This year I've been asked to announce the student runner-up prize. This year's theme was home, a theme which I think we can all relate to, as we've all spent so much time in our own homes during the pandemic. For the student runner-up prize, the judges selected a work that was created specifically for this home-themed competition, and a work that really captured the feelings we've all experienced this year. So without further ado, the winner of the student runner-up prize is Emma Trenchard-Mole with a home comfort submission. The committee really liked Emma's line drawing of a house overlaid with watercolour images of her experiences during the lockdown period. Congratulations, Emma. You will receive a BAA prize cube.
Hi, I'm Becky Smith and I'm one of the judges for the Birmingham Architectural Association Calling All Creatives competition with the theme of home. I am the Regional Director for the Royal Institute of British Architects in the West Midlands and I'm also a qualified architect. I want to say a big thank you to the Birmingham Architectural Association for having me as a judge on this year's competition and to all of the entries because they were absolutely fantastic and kept us all really looking intensely at all of the competition. I am here to announce the winner of the student category, and that is Maria Barnes. All of the judges were fascinated by your drawing of your garden and beyond. It captured so much imagination from the ecosystems and the city beyond your window in your garden, and also had amazing attention to detail and perspective. Maria said about her work, "The image drawn depicts my garden within the surrounding city and ecosystems. The perspective is wrapped to exaggerate what I see from my window, my bubble world and beyond, and illustrates the importance and value I see in my garden." Well done, Maria. You have won a £75 Reba Bookshop voucher. Thank you.
The professional category. The professional category were able to work as individuals or groups and were also invited to submit their version of home. The shortlist is Beth Darnell, Elliot Packham, Kurt Hickson, Nikki Toolsley, Robert Lockley and Tegan Kimberley.
Hello everyone, I'm Aina, I am interior designer and I have the honor to introduce you to the professional category runner-up for the Calling All Creative Design Competition 2020. The BAA called all the creatives to design a piece of artwork with strong connection with the theme home, in light of the lockdown created by COVID-19. In these times, the society has had to spend so much time inside of the houses that we thought that we have appreciated and even repurposed the space that we inhabit. If I may quote Alain de Botton, a British and Swiss philosopher, in his book says, "Home provides physical and psychological sanctuary. It has been the guardian of the identity." The runner-up transmits very well this concept. So for all of you, let me introduce and reveal the runner-up for the professional category. Congratulations to Nikki Toslisi with her artwork Porlupain Sabo, which in Hungarian means tailor. In her own words, Nikki says, "A home, for me, is something that one creates. A house is simple to imagine, but a home has a very special design. In that in mind, I've illustrated in isometric vector format my own home in the award-winning Porloop development. This house is unique and reflects my personality from its conception, but what it made it really my home was carefully designing the interior. The colors chosen are darker to contrast my work environment. Most tones are muted and the palette is minimal. This home is shared between my partner and I, which each one has their own studio on different floors, but all the rest is as a shared space." We found that Nikki's artwork had strong connection with the theme home. And as she explains, the way that we treat the interiors is what differentiates a home from a house. Our identity is very important, and instinctively it will be transferred into the space that we live in. It's part of who we are. So, we appreciate it as well that she has opened that to us, and that she put a lot of thought about their personal space. The warm atmosphere within the space gives identity to the house that actually from its exterior is completely identical to the other houses in Porloop. Porlupain has a very high level of execution and quality. The exploited isometric format allows us to see the complexity of a house in the two different levels, and let us imagine the way that they live in it during the lockdown. So I would summarize this project with 3 words. We found it domestic, inhabited, and as well, not lonely. Well, so Nikki, well done. I must say it was a very close call to competing against the professional winner, and the BAA is honored to award you with the BAA Engraved Cube for the design competition. To conclude, I would like to congratulate the shortlisted entries, and as well, most of all, thank to all the artists that this year has entered the competition. It has been a very difficult choice as we had a very good quality of entries. Thank you very much to all of you. I know.
For this year's Calling All Creatives competition, we're pleased to be able to provide the prize for the professional category. The chairs on offer to the lucky winner are taken from our Senator and Alamure portfolio, but with domestic grade fabric, so it's the perfect addition to your home office. The winner can go for the option of a lighter, more design-led chair, but still giving comfort and functionality as seen in our Kin or Familia range, or you can go for two task chair choices, giving full support and functionality, but hopefully something across the range that will fit in with the home office. Good luck, and I look forward to picking a chair with the winner.
Hello everyone, I'm Ben and I am the BAA Creative Lead and the Brand Manager for Associated Architects. It's my pleasure to introduce the winner in the professional category for the 2020 Calling All Creatives competition. This category was very difficult to judge and there were a number of entries that were looked hard at when choosing a winner, but there was one entry that stood out to everyone. This competition was all about portraying what home meant to you, what it was that you saw from the space that you called home during what has been a very weird 12 months for everyone. The winner in this category is a simple and yet striking illustration of the views from a home, a fantastic depiction of exactly what its title says. House Looking Out, Home Looking In by Robert Lockley is one piece showing both an internal view out and an external view in. The judging panel loved the use of limited bold colour palette and strong lines to portray an accurate and yet stunningly simple visual of the Port Loop development on the edge of the city. On behalf of the judging panel, many congratulations to Robert and also to all the entrants in this year's competition.
Wow, what a talented bunch you all are. Thank you very much to absolutely all the runners-up and winners and all the entries that we received this year. The awards will be in the post and delivered to you shortly. And thank you very much to all the organisers and judges that spent their time to do the event this year. And lastly, thank you to our patron sponsors, Alamure, and our sponsors Allgood, Outro, Kitchen Gallery, Ibstock Bricks, Milliken, Rayners and Taylor Maxwell. Hopefully, if you don't already, follow the Birmingham Architecture Association on our Instagram, LinkedIn and Twitter to keep up to date with events that are coming up, or email us at baa@brumarchitecture.com to become part of our mailing list for direct event or information, whether it's local news, to stay tuned with that. All our events are recorded and are live on our website, brumarchitecture.com, so keep checking that to see whether there's something that you've missed, and let us know if there's anything that you want to do with us. We're always open to collaborate. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.